Alright, let's get into the final part 4 of Weapons of Mass Destruction. There is a continuing part B. This is part 1A, but there's a continuing part 1B coming up. This is just 1A part 4, beginning with the cleaning aspect. Beginning with the cleaning aspect, and the topic is sobriety. Sobriety. Now, from what I have been studying, is that sobriety is not really attached to drinking alcohol, because I do drink alcohol myself personally, and I've had alcohol in my coffee, I've had alcohol in my tea, and I have never been drunk or a sluggard with having alcohol in my coffee or tea. Never. And I have taught a classroom full of people having alcohol in my coffee and in my tea. So it's not a matter of alcohol in the LCBO that gets you drunk. They just have ingredients in there that are not readily available for those that are young in age, which is why we make Sprite and Pepsi for them, so they can drink Sprite and Pepsi. But I can tell you that alcoholism is not a bottle of foolproof rum in your system. No, it's not. It's something completely different. From what I've come to understand about a bottle of foolproof rum being in your system, once you eat food after you're drinking or after you've been drinking a foolproof rum, you're good. You're good. So what is a sobriety factor that is and has become to people drinking and purchasing alcohol from the LCBO? What really is the sobriety that has become known as a weapon of? Let's take a look into that portion. Being on or at a government property when you are intoxicated with alcoholic beverages, such as public and private school. We're still studying what is a alcoholic beverage, and one of the things that I know that is under the term alcoholic beverage are those that have been charged with abuse. Those that have been charged with child abuse, physical assault, verbal assault, those are the type of alcoholic beverages that's hidden under the topic of alcohol abuse. That's what I'm trying to figure out, is why you all bring in alcohol beverages into the form of physical assault. Why you bring alcohol beverages into form of verbal assault? Because once you've eaten, you're calm and you're relaxed. You're not supposed to be drinking any of that stuff on an empty stomach anyways. In the same way, you're not supposed to be drinking tea or coffee on an empty stomach, because tea and coffee have about 9% of alcohol flavoring in it, which is why it's called tea and coffee. Because of the 9% flavoring that makes it tea, making it coffee. You understand me? So if you're drinking tea and coffee every day, you're drinking 9% of alcoholic beverages in your body. So does that make you responsible for verbally assaulting someone in drinking tea or coffee? Does it make you physically responsible abusing someone for drinking tea or coffee? No. No, because tea and coffee carry, as I've said, 9% of alcoholic flavoring in them. I'm just saying, just eat and you're good. Eat the food, you're good. Government buildings, malls, and shopping centers with a roof that houses more than 15 different businesses or open storefronts. Why? Verbal threats to visitors and workers. Physical assaults to visitors and workers, such as throwing, a full rum-proof bottle at my head when I'm sitting there. Yeah, that one. That's probably why it's become so permanent with you saying that drinking tea and coffee is also a portion of being an alcoholic, is it? I could say the same thing about those who go with a little white powder, couldn't I? Physical assaults to visitors and workers, death of any matter which includes birds, raccoons, rabbits, dogs, cats, any type of animals, least of all humans. Number 7, finally, arson, which is illegal fire. Setting a fire to any property or building using coals, gas stoves, broken equipment stoves, flare guns, with intent to cause harm and death. With that being said, this is the final portion of 1A in the study of weapons of mass destruction. What are they and how are they used to cause harm? Coffee and tea is not a weapon of mass destruction. The LCBO is also not a weapon of mass destruction. You can also call Tim Hortons the LCBO because there's 9% of alcohol in every flavored drink that Tim Hortons sells. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!